welcome back to another reaction video of Lord Neo's Empire of Chaos, Episode 7, The Scheme. Now, if y'all recall, Infinite has now joined forces with Neo and his army. So a team-up like this could cause many problems for the Freedom Fighters. I'm curious on what the scheme is, and if we're going to try to figure out what the Freedom Fighters are up to. Is this issue or episode going to be like they finally going to have a plan to defeat the Freedom Fighters? Are they going to have an edge in this war? Or is it going to be funny like a few of the other episodes? I'm curious what the scheme is, so without further ado, let's get right on into the reaction.
Interesting. This could serve us well if we can manage to pull this off.
Anything interesting, Lord Neo?
3.0. Perfect timing.
Oh? Did you need something, my lord?
Yes, I am in need of your assistance.
Of course, my lord. How can I be of service?
I need you to go and retrieve Infinite from his quarters. I have used for his abilities on a special project.
Oh. Yes, sir.
Quick recap about the previous episode. Infinite had taken out a large portion of the Freedom Fighters that had attacked. None of the main cast of Freedom Fighters, but took out about half the militia that was with Sally and Whisper in the previous episode. And most of the metal generals do not like Infinite. I'm curious on which one's going to get along with Infinite, but I think 3.0 is going to hate Infinite. For the sheer fact, I think he sees Infinite going to take his place. We'll find out if that theory is true or not, probably later in the episode or the series.
A organic gentleman you want to be doesn't know any better.
What is it? Oh, it's you. Something you need?
Your presence is requested in the Lord Neo's throne room immediately.
I see. I'll head out right away then. Do you intend to follow me the entire time?
It would be quicker if I escorted you.
No, it really wouldn't. But if you must, then fine. Just try not to slow me down.
Good. Thank you, 3.0. That will be all.
What? I mean, are you sure, Lord Neo? After all, you said this was a very important project.
It is, but I only require Infinite special talents for assistance. Your services are not required. You are dismissed.
But Lord Neo, surely you need the help of your most trusted advisor on a project as important. Actually, what is this project anyways?
That is none of your concern, 3.0.
So a secret project that not even 3.0 is aware of. This should be interesting, but this may cause 3.0 to start his own, maybe even rebellion in the future. I'm honestly thinking of scenarios like, what if 3.0 stops trusting Lord Neo, and he gets together with the generals? Now, obviously, I think Metal Blaze and probably Metal Sally will definitely side with Lord Neo. He could possibly convince Metal Tails and Metal Knuckles to join him. Doubt that's gonna happen, but it's an idea, it's a theory, and I'm very curious of what's gonna happen. But I definitely feel like 3.0's trust in Lord Neo has downgraded a lot since the beginning of the series. He's constantly now questioning Lord Neo's orders, so development and distrust has been growing throughout the episodes. And this is causing me to think of a lot of theories. One of them is definitely what I just mentioned. Another one is he going to try to dispose of Infinite and get back in Lord Neo's good graces? I doubt that's going to happen, as if he tries to dispose with Infinite, he's going to be in some serious trouble with Lord Neo. But I honestly think the root of this is coming from jealousy from 3.0. It's interesting to see the conflict between not just the machines, but with Infinite now joining the fray. There's definitely a lot of questions and theories and outcomes that could happen. And let's see what happens now, because guarantee a door is probably going to slam in front of 3.0's face, and if it does, you may hear a little bit of a chuckle from me.
As I stated before, you are dismissed.
Yes, Lord Neo.
I was hoping a bit of a funnier scene of a door closing in front of him, but that works. I can never tell if it's Lord Neo controlling the cameras or just Metal Tails. I can never tell which one's controlling them.
Yeah. Right. I just don't get it. What does he have that I don't?
Well, where do we start? Let's see. 1, night unlimited power from a reality-altering gemstone, and number 2, literally everything else. Well, aside from being organic, as things stand right now, that's probably the only area you haven't beat in Lord Neo's eyes. At least that's how it seems to me.
Not helping, Tails.
I'm not here to help. It's your problem, not mine. I won't be the one to go against Lord Neo's orders this time, especially after what happened last week with that so-called assistant of yours.
And here I was thinking you were the only one I could even remotely trust.
Your mistake
Okay, maybe your only hope of trust now may rely with Metal Knuckles.
for thinking I care.
You can't act like you're not just as concerned about this Infinite guy as I am. Can you just at the very least look up some info on him? We still have access to the Eggnet, so surely you can find something out.
If it'll get you to leave me alone, then fine. Let's see here. Huh, that's strange. A lot of this is classified. Even we can't access it.
Wait, does Lord Neo don't want his men to know even of anything of Infinite? Is he keeping them in the dark? This could raise a lot of distrust within his ranks. In fact, we may get a Metal Sally, and 3.0 team up again, because they may hate each other, but they hate organics more.
It's set so that only Lord Neo or anyone with his approval can access them. It seems like whatever info there is on the guy, Lord Neo doesn't want us to know.
Really? Lord Neo set restricted access this quickly?
I guess he must really have some trust issues with us at this point. Though I can't say I blame.
Yeah, I know he's about to say I don't blame him, because they've done a lot of stuff. And although it's been funny stuff, they kinda do deserve this after what they've done.
him.
Well, what can you see?
Let's see here. Infinite the Jackal, experimented on by Eggman, reality-altering gemstone.
Anything we don't already know?
It says here he has an extreme hatred for Shadow, on par with that of Lord Neo's hatred for Sonic.
You mean he has a reason for hating him other than just his defeat?
Hard to say. It says they have history from before the war that solidified his hatred, but everything on it is classified. And considering his current lack of memories from before the war, I doubt you'd get any input from him.
Interesting. I may have to look into this.
Just don't do anything stupid.
He's gonna do something stupid. Wait a minute, what if 3.0 finds out about his mercenary team? The Jackals. If that's the case, and he brings up the mention of the mercenary team that Infinite worked with or ran because he was the leader of the Jackals, I think, if I remember. But that may trigger a memory of his team. And if he does a flashback to when his team got defeated by Shadow, oh, I'm really looking forward to that, because we didn't really see much of Infinite's team. I don't even think we saw Infinite's team at all. I think the only person from his mercenary group was Infinite that we saw. So this could be really interesting, causing multiple routes and multiple theories here that could collide. Again, this is only one theory. They could go a whole nother route that I'm not expecting. This series is such a mystery to me because I can never predict what happens. Sometimes I'm right, most of the time I'm wrong. It keeps me guessing.
And if you do, make sure you leave me out of it this time.
Well, you can't act like you haven't gotten into any trouble yourself recently.
And whose fault is that?
Semantics.
What are you gonna do? Take a photo of Shadow and shove it in his face?
I'm sure I can come up with something.
I don't know what's going on here. Is 3.0 going to talk to all the generals to get their opinion on Infinite? Maybe to try to get info. That could be what he does, but why cut to Metal Blaze? Are we going to get a flashback to when Green was defeated? Oh, please say we do.
I need something to do.
Hey, Blaze.
Yes?
I have something important I need to discuss with you.
What is it?
It's about that Infinite guy.
What about him?
He just really grinds my gears, you know?
I think I know why she's like this. Never mind. Scratch the Green idea, although RIP Green, I really hope he didn't get incinerated, but he most likely did. What my idea is for Metal Blaze is that when she was tortured in the first episode by Lord Neo, she is so scarred by the torture that she remembers what happens and does not want to fail. But she doesn't want to stand still and do nothing, as she learned that doing nothing will only get her in more trouble. That could be what happened to her, and that is a theory. But something tells me she has a lot of things going wrong in her circuits. Memory banks. Motherboard, whatever you want to call it. Her head. And maybe, like, I always noticed, if y'all noticed in the past few episodes, that she would, like, crack her head, and I honestly think she doesn't like losing men. But that's just a theory. The Metal Blaze and the Metal Generals are all questionable, as the only one that I'm aware of that actually existed in, like, the lore was Metal Knuckles and Lord Neo and Metal Sonic, but that's pretty much it.
Anyways, I just mean, like, don't you get a weird feeling about him?
I have a weird feeling about all organics. What's your point?
Well, I was wondering if you could maybe help me figure out what to do about him and find out what his deal is.
3.0. When have we ever been close enough for me to help you out with anything?
Well,
When have I ever made it seem like I care in any way about the crazy plans you come up with?
I just thought that...
And when have I ever shown to harbor any care for disobeying Lord Neo?
Well... never mind.
Exactly. So unless you have something that's actually important to tell me, don't bother me again.
I'm really curious on what Lord Neo did to Metal Blaze, because at the beginning of the series, I don't think she acted like this.
Well, that was rude.
Yeesh. What's their problem?
Hey Nugs, can I talk to you for a moment?
Huh? Oh yeah, sure. What's up?
And I guess the thing about Shadow was kind of useful. But then wouldn't you believe it? Metal Blaze was just rude for no reason and completely blew me off. Does rank mean nothing around here anymore?
To be fair, I think Metal Blaze has some anger issues. Has a lot of pent-up stress. And y'all may be wondering, how can stress affect a machine? Half of these machines are Mobian prisoners transformed to robots. So, I think they still have some emotional cues left in their systems.
I know, right?
Well, at least I can count on you to listen in.
Uh-huh.
You're not actually paying attention, are you?
Uh-huh.
Damn it, Knuckles!
What?
You were imagining everything as a pile of rubble, weren't you? You want to go blow something up, don't you?
Yes.
Alright, go on, get out of here.
Yay! Explosions!
Well, I guess
I really need to introduce Metal Knuckles to my buddy Fred. They would get along very well. They both like explosions and chaos.
I'll have to try my first idea. But where am I going to find the likeness of Shadow? Wait, of course.
He's going to see Metal Sally. I'm calling it right now. Because it seems like he's going through all the Metal Generals to get their opinions on Infinite. And I think he's going to use Metal Sally's not so smart brain, as she's not the brightest, but she's not dumb either.
If Lord Neo is correct about those files, they should be quite useful.
What could be quite useful?
Eh? Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Your services are required once again, and I'm here to escort you.
Is this really necessary?
Okay, what are you up to, 3.0? Because this... Oh, is this 3.0's scheme? Is that why it's called the scheme? Because it's 3.0's scheme? Okay, that would make sense, but... I'm curious on where this is going. I really thought this was going to cut to Metal Sally, but... This is more interesting.
I can get there much faster on my own.
Look, I just follow the orders I'm given. Are you gonna follow or not?
Fine. Let's just get this over with.
Right this way. Hold on, just a moment. Activate!
Shadow Android online. Awaiting orders from first rank general.
What is that?
Oh? Have you never seen a shadow android before?
What?
A shadow android!
Oh, I understand his plan now. He activated the Shadow Android to bring back memories of Shadow, causing him to get a jumpstart of memories to try to enrage him? I don't know what he's truly planning, but that is just the gist of what I think is going on here.
Shadow. Worthless. Pathetic. Weak. Worthless. Pathetic. Weak. Worthless. Pathetic. I am not weak!
Threat located. Preparing to engage. Critical. Error. Cannot move.
Die.
What is all the commo? Infinite? What happened?
Not.
Oh, I just realized something. Lord Neo, the reason he's so interested in Infinite, because they are more alike than you think. Infinite has a grudge towards Shadow, a very big hatred towards Shadow. And Lord Neo has a huge hatred towards Sonic. This would explain on how well they get along. Both their hatreds, and the fact Lord Neo sees Infinite's failed like he's failed. They got so much in common. Like, I knew they had some in common, but now that I think about it, they have more in common than I thought.
What did you do?
Well, you see, Lord Neo, Infinite found the shadow android. Or what's left of it now, I guess. And he just started freaking out.
Why was a shadow android roaming the halls? Only one of the generals or myself can activate them.
It's possible that it was simply activated by mistake, or perhaps this one was left unaccounted for. I could look into it if you wish, Lord Neo.
See that you do. I will have Metal Tails heal Infinite and try to figure out what happened. You try and figure out what happened with this shadow android. I want whoever is responsible for this sent to my throne room right away.
Of course, Lord Neo.
I honestly think he's going to be in big trouble by the end of this episode. 3.0, you're probably going to be in big trouble by the end of this.
Well, that was something. Damn it, now I'm left for more questions than answers. I never wanted it to have to come to this, but I'm out of options. Stupid Shadow Android Metal Blaze. No help, great plan. Mecha Sally.
I knew it was going to come to him probably going to Metal Sally. Easter egg. I'm sorry, I just noticed something that's most likely an Easter egg, and if y'all see, I see the Tails doll. This has to be an Easter egg because it is well hidden that if you're looking at the screen, you wouldn't notice it at first sight. Honestly, nice Easter egg, Dark525. I've been saying his channel name wrong for a while. Please forgive me.
What's my time?
Fucking bubbles.
Translation?
Still a few seconds shorter than 3.0's.
Damn it! Do you mind? This is a closed training session.
We need to talk.
Fine. This better be important.
Oh, ha ha, laugh it up.
That's hilarious. Seems like Lord Neo finally found someone who can do your job better than you.
Why is the Tails doll moving? And what is that a ruby in the background? What is that? It's green. No way, that's the Master Emerald. What is that? A portal? I don't know, someone just got my eye back there, but let's continue.
Now you're even more pathetic than ever. With him around, Lord Neo doesn't even mean you anymore.
Uh-huh. And where do you think that leaves you?
Hold up. Go back a few seconds.
Uh-huh. And where do you think that leaves you?
The Tails doll is destroying a tail doll. Puppet, whatever. The training bag. So I guess this, Tails doll has a grudge against Tails. Okay, it's interesting to see another robot in the background doing stuff. I always like the background stuff. It's very interesting when I do see them.
We need to get rid of him now.
That's what I'm saying!
Hold up. I saw the Tails doll do something at the last frame.
We need to get rid
He's staring into my soul.
of him now.
That's what I'm saying! But who are we kidding? As things are now, we stand no chance.
And why is that? Do you think we're not strong enough to take him on?
Do you think we're strong enough to withstand Lord Neo's punishment after?
Oh, what? Afraid we can't take the heat? We've been through worse.
I wouldn't say that, because Lord Neo seems to have grown a liking towards Infinite, and also the Tails doll has disappeared. Okay, keep an eye out. He may have just vanished into the abyss, but he could be back.
Lord Neo's nearly scrapped us for less. What do you think he'll do to us for ruining his latest project?
Fair point.
If we're gonna do this right, then we're gonna need some help. We need someone who can be a scapegoat and spy on them to figure out what this project is. And I think I know just the one to do it.
I was gonna say they're gonna go to Bubbles and Frank, aren't they? Come on, let me, Frank.
Well.
I totally forgot about Buddy Metal Sonic. Of course they would go for Buddy. Did I call him Bunny? Anyway, Buddy Metal Sonic, it's been a bit before I saw you. And it looks like, I'm sorry, but you're gonna be a scapegoat, and you're going straight to the incinerator. I don't think he lives after this episode. Although he's a funny character which may show up again. Or is his consciousness still in the AI state? Who knows? He may show up again. Probably not. This is probably his last episode.
You cannot live with your own failures. And where did that bring you? Back to me.
Look, we need your help.
Oh, no. Not this time. You want my help? You gotta give me what I want first.
You know we can't.
And the answer is no.
The hell do you mean, no?
You heard me.
Wow! What a brilliant plan you came up with. You could have done any worse.
Oh, because you're just laying ideas out on the table, aren't you?
Not that she has.
What did you say to me, you walking scrap pile? I would personally throw you in the incinerator.
On and off! This was a waste of time. Let's go.
What's the mission?
Lord Neo has a new secret project that he's refusing to tell any of us about. We need you to spy on him in Infinite and figure out what it is.
Well, it's big, powerful, and probably evil. I'm sure you can figure that much out.
Okay, so my theory of distrust growing in the ranks is true to Metal Sally and 3.0. But I do wonder, what is this new scheme that Lord Neo is plotting? And will Buddy be incinerated by the end of this issue? Leave a like if you think he's going to be in some sort of trouble by the end of this. And also leave a like if you think 3.0 and Metal Sally are going to get caught. Because they get caught in almost every scheme they do.
Besides, aren't you his advisor? Why would he not tell you about it?
I have no idea. Plus, he told Infinite about it and is working with him on the project.
Wait, time out. You got replaced by the new guy? Oh my god.
He's a meatbag!
That just makes it more hilarious. And all this time I thought Sally would be your replacement, but she got snubbed too.
That's the only reason I agreed to this idiotic plan.
I actually feel kind of bad for you guys.
You know, if he replaced us, what's to stop Lord Neo from replacing you too?
Don't come on. Don't go acting like you care now. If you really have any respect for me, then what's my name?
Buddy.
Look, I know we're all chumps here, but I asked for my name. Oh, right. With how many D's?
Who?
I don't actually know myself. But I'm gonna say you're wrong.
Look, are you gonna help or not?
Well, seeing as you guys have to let me out here to help regardless, I guess I can make it happen.
Finally.
So he does have access to the network. Buddy might actually be their only plan to get information, as he has control, or mostly control, over the digital world, or database, system, whatever.
Does it feel good to be out of there? Oh, I tell you, 7 whole days in isolation will give you such a crick in the neck. Now then, what's the game plan? Hey guys, where we headed?
Fucking bubbles. Yeah, probably just to our dooms like usual.
That sucks.
Fucking bubbles. We'll see, Bubbles.
Hey, at least he's trying to stay positive.
Yeah, well, it's not an easy sentiment. Did you hear? I thought I knew all the soldiers who could understand bubbles.
It's not that hard.
Surprisingly, most people have trouble.
If that's the case, then how do you know his name is Bubbles and not Tyler?
Fucking Bubbles. He just likes it better. Not like we choose our names.
Well, what's yours? Frank?
Well...
Because that's stupid.
Fucking Bubbles! Better that than a bunch of random numbers! Yeah, Frank!
Even when we're in court base. So annoying.
I honestly gotta feel bad for Frank. He made a friend, lost that friend in the very same episode, and now his only real friend is Bubbles. I feel sorry for Frank. I feel sorry for Green. I really wish he would show up again, and honestly, it would surprise me if he shows up at this point.
Bubbles, Bubbles. Thanks, Bubbles. By the way, new guy, never got your net. Well, that's just rude.
Clean getaway. He walked away without them noticing.
Fucking Bubbles.
Oh, Lord Neo, I wasn't expecting you. Please come in.
What are you doing in my nursery, you son of a nut?
For what do I owe this pleasure, my lord?
We have a very important project that requires use of your expertise.
What is the nature of this project, my lord?
If you recall, while searching through the doctor's old files, we discovered the remains of a classified project. That, upon further inspection, I had you transferred directly to me, no questions asked.
Yes, I recall, Lord Neo. Why?
Those files contained the plans for an unfinished AI.
AI? Stab me in the back, why don't you?
Upon further discussion, Infinite and I believe we have discovered a way to bring this project to life using...
Wait a minute, are they talking about Sage? Oh, this could change the entire thing on how things run in the world of Lord Neo's empire. Everything could change. The whole reality and the whole topic. This would change the scales, quite literally.
Using our abilities, but to do so, we also require your coding expertise. This will also allow you to fulfill the work that you have been lacking in, as I have commanded you to create an AI for our empire for some time now, and you continue to fail.
I apologize, Lord Neo, but I promise you that I will not fail you this time.
You'd best, as I would prefer not to have a repeat of the incident from last week.
Knife getting deeper.
I'll begin right away. It's ready, sir.
Excellent. Now stand back.
Yes, Lord Neo.
Infinite, get ready.
Yes, Lord Neo.
I can't believe this. After everything I've done for them, they just go and replace me like I'm worth nothing. I think I am an egg pawn?
I'm ready, my lord.
Right then. Aim for the screen and on my mark. Fire!
Oh god! Oh, wait!
What a twist! I know I was gonna say they're making Sage, but I didn't think they were actually going to make Sage in this episode. Every time, Dark 525, you always surprise me. And the animation for this was just so good.
Hold!
What the...
Metallic's Empire, AI unit online.
It's a girl! Mazel tov.
Now that she has taken full form, What do we call our new AI?
Well, Lord Neo, from the blueprints, it shows that she will be in charge of keeping all of our information properly organized, updated, and catalogued, and keeping our most dangerous and valuable secrets away from prying eyes. Everything a proper AI should do. The doctor's notes compared to some form of scholar or sage of sorts.
Sage, you say? That will do nicely.
Awaiting designation.
Henceforth, you shall be known as Sage.
Designation acknowledged.
They said my name was busy.
Is anything else required for setup, Little Tails?
Well, Lord Neo, it says here that you can issue a security phrase.
What do you mean?
Essentially, it's a special passcode phrase only you can use that will act as a form of soft reboot Defiance kill switch. A solution for if she is ever captured and someone attempts to turn her to their side. By saying this phrase, she'll reboot and instantly regain loyalty to you, my lord.
Interesting. Very well. I shall issue a code.
Awaiting security passcode. Voice authorization input.
Kneel before your master.
Passcode accepted. Setup process complete. Greetings, Lord Neo.
Greetings, Sage. I am tasking you with maintaining this base and all systems within it. You shall become our new primary operating system for the entirety of the Metallics Empire.
Understood, Lord Neo.
Now that that's done, perhaps we can find out.
Wait.
What is it?
We are not alone.
Yo, time to get the hell out of Dodge. Crap baskets! Ah!
Intruder successfully apprehended.
Hey guys! Room for one more?
He's gonna rat out Sally, Metal Sally, and 3.0 to Lord Neo. They're all three gonna get heavily punished. And also, this was an unexpected turn of events. Sage being added to Lord Neo's empire is going to turn the way battle goes. Because Lord Neo now has not just one, but another powerhouse, when it comes to technology that is, on his team. This would make for a unspeakable team-up in the lore of Sonic. Just imagining Infinite, Lord Neo, and Sage all teaming up. This would probably be the best villain team-up there is. Because you have a smart leader, someone with reality powers, very strong, and I would see as like sort of the tank. And then you have the strategist and the technology person, being Sage. This team could defeat, honestly, Sonic's team, the Freedom Fighters and all. I really am curious what's going to go on now, but these two are definitely getting ratted out by Buddy.
It's taking a long time. I hope he's doing alright.
I bet you he screwed it up the moment he got close.
You should try to have a little more faith in him.
I don't even have faith in you.
3.0. Your presence is requested in the throne room immediately.
Uh-oh. Guess it didn't work out so well after all.
You know, for someone who wants this guy gone as much as I do, you're not exactly being very helpful.
I'm not trying to be.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that works out for you when you're next on the chopping block.
Hey, Dad.
Uh-oh.
Care to explain 3.0?
What? How did Buddy get out?
Don't bother trying to hide it. We already know everything.
Listen, Lord Neo, I can explain.
Don't. I don't know what to do with you anymore, 3.0. I created you to be my most trusted confidant in the Empire. But as of late, all you have done is prove that you have defied your programming.
Honestly, you've given him the reasons to defy that programming, Lord Neo. You've shown time and time again that you cannot lead them correctly. Your plans are not always foolproof. You constantly think of stuff that will just make things worse. And you're not even bothered to share information with 3.0. Of course he's going to have distrust with you. Because he's now questioning your orders. At the beginning of the series, he wasn't really questioning anything you said. But he's trying to give you advice. Stuff to turn stuff around. You just refuse to listen. So I actually have to side with 3.0 on this one. You've given him a reason for all that distrust.
You see, this is why I brought in Infinite as our newest general. He is actually competent in his work, and has proven his loyalty to the Empire, rather than trying to undermine my authority to fuel his own endeavors.
The praise is unnecessary, but I thank you regardless, my lord. I am proud to be an asset to the Empire.
Ew. What a kiss ass.
Asset? You're not an asset to the Empire. You just use the power of.
Honestly, 3.0, you should have kept your mouth quiet, because I see 3 possibility outcomes for you in this situation. 1, the incinerator. 2, you're shut down. 3, you're let off a bit easy, but you can no longer trust Lord Neo, and you decide to leave the Empire. And you go tell the freedom fighters. That was just a personal theory I wish comes true, because that would make for an excellent idea, and we'd finally get to see what the freedom fighter side of things are. Because trust me, I love Lord Neo's aspect and his side a lot, but I kind of want to see the freedom fighters doing some things on their end. Like, I know we got the whole AI thing, and that was a bit of the hacker episode, and I enjoyed that. But I feel like that we also need to include the freedom fighters a little bit more in the series, which you probably are doing in the future episodes you're working on. But I would like to see some more side of the freedom fighters, because I would like them to get together and they were discussing about Infinite. And without further ado, let's see how much trouble 3.0 is in.
Of that ruby to make yourself useful. Anyone can will that thing with enough strength of will. Without its power, you're worthless.
Worthless.
Honestly, we get a shadow flashback. I even mentioned this prior in this video. And this actually, I'm glad I called it.
I can't believe Eggman would have someone as weak as you guarding this place. You couldn't even defend your own squad. Don't show your pathetic face around me ever again.
3.0, that's just uncalled for. You had no reason to.
What? You wish to prove your worth? Then I'll gladly accept the challenge.
I wouldn't. Obviously a trap.
Be silent. You are not involved in this.
Feeling pretty involved.
What are your turns?
One-on-one.
Okay, so a duel. And first off, I'm really curious of what they're going to do to Buddy after this. I don't think they're going to kill him because I have a feeling he's comedy relief in the Empire, so he's probably going to live somehow.
1. Direct combat. No powers, no abilities, just skill.
I accept.
Very well. I shall allow this little duel. But if anything gets out of hand, I will step in.
And I just want to point out, this wasn't even an option I had listed. This is how much that trying to theorize what happens can surprise you, because you don't know what's going to happen in this. You can think of multiple scenarios, and about 10% of the time be right, and 90% of the time be wrong. This is what makes the series so interesting. I can never figure out really how the next scene is going to go. And I know most stories, you can obviously tell. Or, well, can't tell, but sometimes you can figure it out on your own. What makes this interesting, I didn't even see this as a possible option.
You may begin.
Kick his ass, old man!
Sage, shut him up.
Yes, sir.
Pathetic.
Yeah, you hit my voice box! What is wrong with... Wait. Is that... my old voice? Well, pain aside, I guess this is a nice little side effect. But I'm...
Old? Wait, 3.0? Was he one of the people that was turned? Who could have 3.0 have been before he was turned into a robot? This raises questions. If you have a theory on who 3.0 could have been, there's several possibilities, and this idea I just came up with is going to be so left field that you're probably going to say there's no way this is right. What if this is one of Whispered's old comrades? I know it's so left field, not even possible, but it's an idea. One, he does have cat ears, so that's a possibility here, but I don't know. It's a theory I'm working on, but I'm still wondering, who could he have been before roboticized? I know there's another term for this, I just don't remember it.
I'm not done yet!
Come try. Yield.
Fine. I yield.
The victory goes to Infinite.
Now who's worthless?
Well, as entertaining as this has been, we still have the matter at hand to attend to. You know, 3.0, at this point one might easily assume I enjoy punishing you. I don't. These punishments are painful, and so is watching you fail. But know that I am not without mercy. I will not force you to observe the deletion of this mutant.
What?
3.0, you are dismissed.
Wait, does that mean Buddy's gonna be gone for the rest of the series? Someone tells me he's going to return. He's obviously a fan favorite. But it might be sad. We may have to put R.E.P. Green and R.I.P. Buddy on a special thumbnail I may make.
Yes, Lord Neo.
Your orders, Lord Neo?
Delete.
We don't have to do this, guys. You're making a mistake. Delete me if you want. It's not gonna make a difference. So long as you stick with this guy, I'm sure whatever happens is gonna make your empire fall even faster without my dad around. I only wish I could be here to see it.
The unexpected development. I didn't know Buddy actually cared for 3.0 like that. It's always sad when you have to see a character go. R.I.P. Buddy. You will be remembered. You were a funny character, and hopefully your memory is still in the database somewhere. I'm not giving up hope you're truly gone. But, R.I.P. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting to, but like I even mentioned earlier, he was probably going to be destroyed in this episode, and I was constantly questioning myself in the video if he was or not. Oh man. Oh man, this is just getting me emotional. Buddy was actually a very funny character. I actually liked Buddy. And seeing two characters I like probably permanently gone from the series. Now, there's still a chance because he was an AI. He's still somewhere in the Lord Neo's Empire database. And there's probably something at the end. Ooh! More Freedom Fire talking back here. Okay, we'll check that out in a moment, but it's really sad when two characters I honestly think highly of in the series get their side characters. I will admit, I love a lot of side characters. Sometimes you get more interesting stuff from side characters than you do the main cast. It's really depending, but I honestly love Lord Neo's Empire as a whole. I honestly think Dark 525 is doing an amazing job in this series. And if there's a chance they return, no spoilers, do not tell me. I'll find out my own. This is really making me want to react to episode 8. So I'll definitely do that, but first, let's see what the Freedom Fighters are up to. Because it's obviously planned. They're planning something.
I apologize for calling you all out here on such short notice. I know your schedules are difficult to work with, but considering the urgency of this mission, I'm certain you understand why. I'm sure by now you've heard about the recent catastrophic failure of a raid on the Metallic's Empire base, and about the return of Infinite. Many of us are still quite shocked by the revelation, but we are focusing our efforts on defending New Mobotropolis. In light of this, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to infiltrate the Metallic's Empire's base just outside the ruins of Robotropolis. Once you're in, you need to keep the Empire distracted while one of you finds a terminal and finds out whatever data you can on the Empire's current plans. Should any person of interest such as Infinite, Neo, or one of the generals show up, I would advise you either keep them distracted or retreat as quickly as possible. Once you have the data you need, get out of there as fast as possible and report back here right away. That should be the gist of it, so how about it? You think you can handle it?
Team Dark? Oh my gosh, a surprise after surprise after surprise. Amazing episode. And this should be interesting if Infinite and Shadow meet. And how are they going to deal with Sage? What if Sage hacks into Omega? Oh my god, there's so possible theories here. So many.
Please, Princess, we've taken on far worse than this. A simple infiltration should be a breeze.
I will destroy all the Empire's soldiers. Their screams will fuel my rage, and their corpses will fuel my cannons.
Careful there, big guy. We don't want you out of commission again so soon.
Omega has the right idea. Omega will cause a big enough distraction to attract the army's attention, while Rouge sneaks into the labs and downloads all the data we need from their mainframe. In the meantime, I'll handle the Jackal.
Are you sure you don't need backup?
Don't worry, Princess. The Empire's days are coming to an end.
Oh my gosh, I may just need to make the next video right after this one because, man, was that a good cliffhanger. Best one, unpredictable episode. This video was probably close to an hour long. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, and go watch the original video on Dark 525's channel. Show your support to him, and without further ado, make sure to like, subscribe, and show your support to my channel and